Lakers, I got to be incognito here, Laker fans. I'm here at the arena, and I have no idea if they're going to tell me, "Hey, you got to go, buddy." It's way past post game. I have no idea. So just want to let you guys know if I just abruptly end the post game show, it's because they need to clean up and they got a job to do, and that's that. So appreciate you guys tuning in, Laker fans. Thank you for being a part of the show. I just want you guys to see what I typically see here. Here's one good example, probably stretching before the punches. Here's a good one too. You should name this the post game after I'm late post game. Unbelievable. It's just what Laker fans do. We got a lot to get into tonight, and I'm just going to go for as long as I possibly can. And whenever I'm told that this post-game show has to end, I'll end it there. Lakers do some work, dominate 134 to 109, 3-0 now on this road trip so far. So they're playing, obviously incredible, playing really good basketball. So I'm going to get a little bit into it. I'm going to get into the Anthony Davis stuff. I want to get into Rui Hachimura, what he's been doing, or again, what AD's been doing, what Rui Hachimura did tonight. Talk a little bit about the standings, spend some time on everything that the Lakers are doing right now, and actually a really fun run. Got to be honest with you guys, it actually is. It's been exciting again. It really is. See the Lakers kind of fighting for potentially not even being part of the playing tournament anymore. Okay, so Francis says, "Damn, we actually getting better in the right moment. Even the coach too, his rotations are better. Let's get to the 6th spot." All right. So let me kind of spend a little time talking about the game, and then I'll start reading your guys' comments as we go. So I actually wasn't too worried about tonight's game. I think once Lakers took care of the Rockets, once the Lakers took care of the Chicago Bulls, and then they followed that up with a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday, I wasn't too worried about today's game. I really actually thought in my head that, all right, Lakers will be fine. They're going to accomplish what they need to accomplish strictly because, A, the Rockets had beat the Lakers. The Rockets had beat the Lakers in the last game, and B, just, we're at the point of the season where we just know it's game time now. They got to handle everything that they're handling, and I wasn't too worried that they will handle business tonight. Now, I could say that, but they still got to go out there and play. The way they started out the game, I think by the end of the first quarter was 35 to 21. So they were already in a, really good position to take care of the game and kind of move on. So at no point did you ever feel like the game was in jeopardy or anything along those lines. At least I didn't. And I think, a lot of this is the Lakers have a really, really good starting five. They got the right star players. They got the right bench players. They're healthy at the right time of the they're starting to get healthy at the right time of the year, which kind of makes me go back to this, what Francis said. This is when you want to be playing your best basketball. This is when you're hoping that at this stage that you're as good as you can possibly be at this stage, and then you're kind of leading you into the playoffs. And then from there, are guys that weren't healthy before now finally healthy. And I think there's a little bit of that going on with the Lakers. I definitely think that there are teams in the NBA looking around right now and saying, damn, the Lakers are winning games and they're looking good doing it. And with all that being said, it at least is probably raising the confidence level of this Lakers team. I thought they demoralized the Bulls on Wednesday. I thought they demoralized the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday. And that's a team that also lost today against the who'd they lose to today? They lost against Portland without literally any of Portland's good players they lost to. So I think the Lakers are there's a mental part of it too. You see that there's LeBron on the other side. You see there's Anthony Davis on the other side. And then they got a lot of good role players, and guys are playing tough, and guys are obviously working hard. So I think there's a lot of that's going on right now that is incredibly, incredibly contagious. And that's what I'm sensing from the Lakers. I'm sensing that they know they're playing better basketball. They know they got the right pieces. They know the coach is not going to really have favorites here. I'm going to go with the guys I think are getting the most results. And I think that's equating to wins. And how many times this year have we looked at the standings and the scoreboard trying to wait for other people to lose when we couldn't take care of our own business? Well, now we're taking care of our own business. And those same teams that were struggling before or winning to and losing to, they're still doing that, and then we're just climbing up the standings. I saw it today. Lakers have won 7 of their last 10 games, and the Pelicans have won 7 of their last 10 games. It was probably 2 weeks ago that those teams were both in the 11th and 12th spot. Now they're 7 and 8. it's tied with the same record, but Lakers have the tiebreaker. So it just kind of shows you where the Lakers are heading right now. I sent out a tweet. Let me ask this question here real quick to Laker fans. Why would I try to run this thing? AD or Rui? Who do you guys want me to talk about? AD or Rui? AD or Rui? First 1 to 5. I'm going to do AD or Rui, and I'm going to let you guys determine it, and then we'll go from there. By the way, I got a little Let's Go Nuggets here. Yep. Yeah. By the way, that game, let's go. I think Nuggets were up 7 last I checked. I think they were up 7. Were they up 7? They're up 5. Stop lying to your people, Sliwa. Is it Sliwa? Is that how you pronounce it? All right. Let me count this up. Let me tally this up here. I said AD or Rui. Okay, Rui's got 1. AD, it's Rui, and it's not even close. It's a different name. We don't talk about him enough. Okay. Real quick on Rui. Had as good of a night as you can possibly have. Anthony Davis was saying, hey, give him the game ball. AD was saying how great he was. Or I'm sorry, LeBron was saying, give him the game ball. Rui Hachimura shot 14 shots tonight. That never really happens. He was 10 of 14. He had 20 points. He had 12 rebounds. Rui had 3 block shots. And I want to highlight Rui for a couple of reasons. I want to highlight him because he was really, really good tonight and deserves to be highlighted. The other reason I want to highlight him is I'm not sure when I'll get a chance to highlight him again. And that just kind of comes with some of these role players. Beasley might have a game, and I might not talk about Beasley again for another 3, 4, 5, 6 games until either I'm complaining about him or something along those lines. Rui is not a guy that needs a lot of shots. He's not like a volume shooter or anything like that. But 10 of 14 from the field, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 block shots. Aside from us giving him his praise and giving him his love, I think what's equally as important, I think what's more important is that Rui feels like, okay, great. Look, I can contribute to this team. I can help this team. For his own confidence, I think is the only thing that I really pay attention about or I care about, because ultimately for him, that's going to be everything. Lakers are not going to call his name every night. He's not going to be asked to do a ton of things. But when he is asked to do things, you hope that he's there, right? So, and I could see all the comments here. A lot of people are giving Rui his love, as they should, and they wanted me to talk about Rui simply because, again, how often do we get to talk about Rui? So I'm going to give the man his praise. Rui, a lot of people giving his praise on this chat, so give the man his praise. Somebody said, "Miss the fist bump." I got you, my brother. Got you. Still here. Still haven't got kicked out. There's about 9 people in the arena right now. I'm just waiting for them. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping somebody kind of just comes around, throws me the keys, and is like, "Hey, Slee, just make sure you lock up on your way out." I'll say, "No problem, guys." Like I have to put the alarm in on my way out. That's what I'm hoping somebody will come to me. Like they have the ring thing and everything. Like, "Hey, Al, just take the key, put it in there, make sure lock the top lock and the bottom lock, and then walk out of the Toyota Center." We'll see if I get that. Okay. So there's your Rui. Rui gets his love for the evening, and then hopefully from here, we could talk more about Rui on other games. That's my hope, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Speaking of giving love, Anthony Davis, can we give AD some love? All right, Lake fans, I got some stats for you that I want to throw your way. I'm a stat guy. Okay. I'm a stat guy. I walk around with a stat sheet in my back pocket, and when I run into somebody, immediately I say, well, let me tell you a little bit about Anthony Davis. All right, so AD, his last 3 games against the Chicago Bulls on Wednesday night, 38 points, 9 rebounds, 2 block shots, 2 steals. Against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Friday night, the most important game for the year for the Lakers, 38 points, 17 rebounds, 2 block shots on a bummed ankle. And I hated not being able to do the post-game show, but I had a flight to catch, Laker fans. I hated not being able to do the post-game show after the post-game show. But I had a flight to catch, which we'll get into in just a second here. Let this marinate. Let me get there, okay? And then AD tonight, another 40 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 block shots. What I'm trying to tell you is Anthony Davis has been as good as any player in the NBA over the last week or so, okay? That's not how the league works. I get it. But Anthony Davis, every time he's aggressive, I feel like the Lakers win the game. Every time he's not, I feel like they have a chance of losing the game. AD's been phenomenal. And if Anthony Davis is doing this right now, I think getting ready for the postseason, 4 games left. He's been saying some stuff in the postgame show of, we got payback for all these teams on the road because they had lost a lot of these teams before. He's talked about how we want to be greedy. We're hungry. We want one of those top 6 seeds. We're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA. He's been talking the talk. Well, he's walking it as well. So I think for every Laker fan that's out there, that's got to feel so good that Anthony Davis is actually delivering right now, and he's doing it at a time where the Lakers need him most. So Anthony Davis is getting the job done. That's all you can really ask for right now, right? It's just AD, get the job done, do what you got to do. That's obviously key. That's important, and you take it from there. Let me see a couple of things here. Don't worry, we're gonna get into Victor. Don't worry. I'm gonna get there. Okay, let me go on a couple of these. Come on, guys, it's a kid show. Come on, it's a kid show. All right, let me see these. AD is unstoppable. Matches up to any center in the West. All right. Bargain shopper. No post game Friday versus T-Wolves. Trust me, it wasn't easy. I was ready to do it from the Uber on my way to LAX. I'm like, why don't I just stream live? But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what's this guy going to think? What's this idiot doing in the back of my car streaming? So I didn't do it. All right, let's see what else we got here. A couple Anthony Davis here. Anthony Davis, 29 minutes, get 20 shots. Bottle this. Christopher, couldn't agree more. You know what nobody ever says about Anthony Davis is he took too many shots. You know what nobody ever says about Anthony Davis? Man, that guy's just being way too aggressive. That's what you want to hear, right? So an AD is an unselfish player, so it's not like he doesn't have that. I don't feel like it in his DNA. Give me the effing ball and get out of the way. Like me right now, I'm looking at the court here in Houston. You get me the ball right now, I mean, just get out of the way. I mean, what do you want me to get you? You want me to get you with a little jab step? You want me to do a little step back? You know what I mean? A little pump fake, get him in the air, get to the free throw line? I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm on like 3 hours of sleep, all right? It was a very busy day yesterday. I had the Final Four, okay, which we will get to in a little bit. Okay, let me read off a couple of things here. Adrian, what do you think chances are that Dallas lets Kyrie walk in the offseason and strongly pursue Austin Reeves? I don't know. I got to be honest with you, Adrian. I think there's a recipe right now, and a lot of it's going to be predicated on how far the Lakers go this playoffs. But Anthony Davis or LeBron James is at an age where he needs help. You should have heard him in the postgame show today talking about, like, look, there's so many weapons here. I got so much help. He was kind of almost saying, like, I don't have to do as much. And that makes him feel really good that he doesn't have to do as much. And you usually do that not with one star player. You do that because you have so many different role players, so many guys that can offer different things. I don't think you're going to see the Lakers going after Kyrie this summer. I don't. But let's just see what happens. I will tell you that there's a very, very, very good chance that the Dallas Mavericks aren't even in the play-in tournament, which is just kind of shocking. But they have completely folded over this short period of time. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let me see if I'm done with the game here. So AD did his. I talked about. Rui did his. I talked about. LeBron still ended up with a triple-double. I mean, 18 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. Now, he just hasn't been shooting efficiently. He struggled since he came back from an efficient standpoint. 8 of 18, 1 of 7 from 3. But I think LeBron's going to figure out his. Like, don't worry too much about Bron. I'm less worried about Bron. Austin Reeves, consistent as always, 18 and 8 like he does. Beasley ended up with 13. Takes a lot of shots to get there, but that seems to be Beasley, not exactly the most efficient. And then, like I mentioned, really happy about what Rui ended up doing with his 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 block shots. Okay, now let me talk a little bit about the NBA standings. So with this win tonight, the Lakers are now at number 7. Can't really shadow box in the stadium because then there's people kind of looking around saying he's crazy. He's crazy. He's looking at his computer and he's shadow boxing. So Lakers 40 and 38. So let me tell you what this means. Let me also just open up a separate tab here so I can keep an eye on that score for you guys. Wow. Nuggets up 11 on the Warriors with 4 minutes left to go. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. So this is where the Lakers are in the standings. They're 40 and 38. So they are half a game behind the Clippers. Okay, let me give you a little bit of what's coming up here for the Lakers and the Clippers. Lakers got 1 game left on Tuesday against the Utah Jazz. If they win that game against the Utah Jazz, okay, and then they got the Clippers in the next game. Both of those teams, Clippers don't have another game until the Lakers play on Wednesday at Crypto, Clippers home game. Both teams would be 41 and 38. And the winner of that team pretty much is going to secure that number 6 spot, or pretty much going to secure one of those top 6, 5 or 6, let's say, because I don't know what the Warriors are going to do. So this is the potential that these next couple of games have. The Lakers could really, truly avoid the play-in tournament. So I'm going to say it again. They're at number 7 right now, 40 and 38. They're a half game behind the Clippers, but they got the Jazz coming up on Tuesday. If you just take care of a Utah Jazz team that's not playing good basketball, doesn't look like they have any interest of, obviously making the play-in or anything along those lines, the Jazz have lost 7 of 10. They've lost 2 in a row. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to try to beat the Lakers, because I think every team tries to beat the Lakers. That just seems to be what most teams try to do. But damn, Laker fans, how much fun would that game on Wednesday be? Lakers, Clippers. Clippers have won 10 games in a row against the Lakers. It's a Clippers home game, and the Lakers, with a win over the Clippers, got a chance to get into that top 6 slot. Amazing. That's what's at stake here after this game against the Utah Jazz, if they could handle their business there. Oh, by the way, Pelicans 40 and 38, so you're tied with them. Timberwolves, they're going the other way. They've lost 3 in a row. The Thunder, they're going the other way. They've lost a couple in a row, have only won 4 of their last 10 games. The Mavs, I don't need to talk about right now. Me and 4 of my YouTube people can go take on the Mavs. We might win by 4, and the Jazz I already talked about. So a lot of these teams in the West caving. Pelicans playing good basketball, but they got one of the toughest schedules remaining in the NBA. And the Lakers have the tiebreak over the Pelicans. The Clipper game becomes so important because if you beat them, you don't have the tiebreaker, but then you have a 1-game lead. If you lose that game, then it's pretty much guaranteed that the Clippers are going to be top 6. So a lot riding on these next couple of games, and hopefully those little standings there helped here. Okay, check the score. Warriors down 10 to the Nuggets, 110 to 100. They're getting demolished in the second half. Why do I keep pointing out the Warriors? If the Warriors lose tonight, the Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, and Pelicans all have 38 losses. So that means 5 through 8 all has the same amount of losses. Lakers have 2 of the tiebreakers, and 1 of them they don't against the Clippers, but they get to play the Clippers. So, I mean, what more do you guys want me to do to hype things up here? What else do you guys want me to do to hype things up here? All right, let's see this. Of course, Nuggets Nation. Look. Finally, you guys understand where I'm at. Nuggets Nation. It's one of my favorite lines. I did Nuggets Nation after the Nuggets beat the Clippers. Remember in the bubble? Nuggets Nation was basically walked away with that. That was my line. Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. What's this team's identity? Francis, I'll tell you what this team's identity. They play solid defense. They got a lot of guys that like getting the Jared Vanderbilts, the Dennis Schroeders, the Wenyen Gabriels. They got guys that like rolling up their sleeves and coming to work. They have 2 superstars in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They got champions in those 2 players. They got a D-Lo that is completely different than what they had before, and a point guard that can kind of – you need him to go. He's not the fastest guy, but he's crafty. He knows how to get to the basket. He knows how to dish. He can hit jumpers. I think they're a complete team. That's the best way that I can put it. I think they're a complete team, and they're getting right at the right time. Slee, if we win tonight, Warriors lose tonight, do we get the 5th seed or 6th seed? If so, how do you like our chances against the Suns in the first round? Damn. Don't put it that way. I forgot about that you could be facing the Suns. I'd like to avoid the Phoenix Suns in the first round. For what it's worth, I'd like to personally avoid the Phoenix Suns. I'll tell you what happens. If the Warriors lose tonight, then did I say we have the same record? I still don't think we have the same record because they have an extra win. They're 41, 38. If Warriors lose tonight, then we're still in the 7th spot. Nothing changes. But I'll tell you what, if Warriors lose tonight and we win the rest of our games to close out the regular season, then we are the number 5 spot. So just to keep in mind there. Warriors down 9. They're about to lose. They're down 9 with 1:39 left. So I hope that sort of explains it. And to answer your last question, how do you like our chances against the Suns in the first round? Look, I'd like to avoid the Suns in the first round. I would. They're a good team. Kevin Durant's there. Chris Paul is a vet. It's been around the league for a long time. Devin Booker, DeAndre. It's a good team. But that would be two really good teams going at it at a time where both teams are playing good basketball. One team's still trying to kind of figure itself out in the Suns. The Lakers, a little bit of a head start because they've been playing together for longer. But the stories are similar. Wouldn't it be nicer to face them in the second round or third round? That would be convenient, or that would be, I think that would be ideal. But let's see what happens. If that's who you end up with, then that's who you end up with. You can't, back away or shy away from that matchup. Okay. We need to get 6th and play the Kings. I'm with you on that. I'll tell you what Sacramento doesn't do. Don't play any defense. They play a lick of defense. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right. Some cursing here. Okay. So 7-point game, 1 minute left. All right, we'll let that one go. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Do I have time to do roll call tonight? All right, let's just do it. Let's go. Roll call. Let's get going. Let's go. Hurry the hell up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Where are you tuning in from? Let's get the roll call in, and then I got to talk a little bit about the Final Four real quick, and then we'll call it a day. All right, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Let's get that number 8 seed. Adrian, appreciate you being a part of the show. See what happens here. Now I already can't keep up. Is that real here? You at the Montezuma Mesa? My brother, 1 to go. Hollywood in the house. Mission, Texas. Fullerton. I was in Mission, Texas today. How about that? Never even heard of Mission, Texas until I was there earlier today. It's like half hour from where I'm at. All right, where we got? Philippines, Hawaii, Little Italy, Las Vegas. Fullerton in the house. Las Vegas. Fantasia. I see what you did there. Washington, D.C., Paris, California, Highland Park, Philippines, Malaysia, New York City. Thank you all for being a part of the show. Somebody says they're right behind me. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Viejas Arena. I see what you did there, Nick. I see what you did there, my brother. Nigeria in the house. San Marcos. Had actually a nice Nigerian dude today. Was our Uber driver. Awesome story. Good people. Nebraska in the house. Colorado Springs. Philippines. Highland Park. All right. Oregon in the house. Thank you for being a part of the show. Mission Viejo. Temple City. Thank you for being a part of the show. Hollywood in the house. Okay, I'm still here. I swear I'm just waiting for somebody to say, are you really still in the arena? We're getting ready for tomorrow's game. Chatsworth, Colorado, Manila, El Toro. There's a lot here, Laker fans. I wish I can get to all these. It's impossible. Anaheim, Marietta, Trinidad and Tobago, Sunnyvale, SDSU, Pasadena in the house. Okay, let's start with this. If I miss you, you can come on. Dude, your alma mater is 1 game away from the championship. You've got to be out of your mind. Okay, Laker fans. So if you don't know, I'm going to just share a quick little story here. So I'm in Houston. I'm in Houston because the Final Four is in Houston. I graduated from San Diego State University, and I'm from San Diego, California. So there's a double thing going on here. I had decided that I was going to come out here to take a chance here. Let's see a Final Four. And let's see if the Lakers can, the Lakers. See where my mind's at. Let's see if we can find a way to see if we can get to the championship game. So got the tickets, got all set, came out here. I'm in the section, the actual section that I'm in is the SDSU section. So they got like 6-7 sections. They play it in at where the Texans play. So they're playing in NRG Stadium. So I flew in after the post-game show on Friday against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Flew in. I got here like 4:30 in the morning. Got a chance to take a little bit of a nap, head over to the game. Went to the game. Was at the freaking game last night. For those who are big college fans, whatever the case is, was there. SDSU sections. SDSU down the entire game, basically the entire game. Come all the way back from 14 down. Butler hits a shot at the buzzer. The section goes crazy. The place goes crazy. So I'm staying here. I ain't going anywhere. I'll be here for the championship game tomorrow. Listen, I'll explain something very, very simple to all my people here. From a Laker perspective, I know winning happens all the time. No surprise there. However, for San Diego, that never happens. That never happens. So literally the city has never won a national championship. Someone's at my house. Got it. No, nobody's ever won a championship in San Diego. None of the professional teams, none of the college teams from basketball or football. So the hope is, let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully it's an ugly, ugly game and the Aztecs win by 1. That's all that matters. So let's see what happens from there. SDSU Houston, Final Four tickets. Just flew in at the game, painted by. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. So with all that in mind, let's see what happens if the Lakers, or keep saying this, man, if SDSU gets a chance to win tomorrow, it would mean the world, not just to me, to San Diego. So trying to give some love to the city that I'm from. Okay, so final thing I'm going to do here real quick, then we're going to get the hell out of here. I appreciate you all taking some time and coming on the show. So 112 to 110. So it looks like the Warriors have come back, and there's still 20 seconds left. 18 seconds left. All right, well, we're staying until the game's over. I'm not going anywhere. The implications on this game, I kind of mentioned it. The implications are very simple. The Lakers, the Pelicans, the Clippers, and the Warriors would all have 38 losses, and basically 5 through 8 is separated by tiebreakers at that point, or somebody's up by a half game or something along those lines. So that's the implication of this Warriors-Nuggets game, and we're going to try to play this out. If the game's still going on, then I'm going to still talk Lakers until this thing is over. That I was trying to get some of these here. Okay, Sao Paulo. I got something I could talk about. By the way, can you guys do me a big favor here? I'd greatly appreciate it if you're on right now. If you guys don't mind, can you subscribe to the channel? It means a lot. It's great. I'm continuing to grow the channel. This is my own personal channel. I greatly appreciate if you guys can please subscribe to the channel. Okay, so I got one thing that I'll hit on while this game is finishing up. The Utah game, can we please not pretend like the Utah Jazz? I don't want the Lakers to start, paying attention about the Clippers until they handle business against the Utah Jazz. So take care of Tuesday. Don't try to, the last thing I hate when that happens, where you start overlooking the team in front of you, and then next thing you know, you lost the game because you were paying attention to the other game. So hopefully that does not happen to the Lakers moving forward. All right, I think we're good. Game over. Nuggets Nation. 4 teams with 38 losses. Literally every team the Lakers needed to lose today lost. It's a perfect night. Fantastic win. Lakers 3-0 on the road trip. Couple more games left to go. Let's get ready for Utah coming up on Tuesday. I do not have Lakers talk tomorrow. It's moving to Thursday because we're carrying the national championships game. Nuggets Nation, everybody. Nuggets Nation. That's a good day. Good day at the office. Good weekend for the Los Angeles Lakers. Can we get one more tomorrow? Can we get one for San Diego State tomorrow? That'd be amazing. And then we can follow that up with a win on Tuesday, and then we'll get ready to go from there. Laker fans, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys doing this on the road with me. Please subscribe to the channel, as I mentioned. If you're listening tomorrow, we are going to get a chance. I'm going to do all the local show, everything else that I do on 710 ESPN. I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, so we're going to have an opportunity to talk more Lakers basketball, so you can feel free to tune in there. All the people that keep putting on Go Aztecs, I greatly appreciate that. and let's see if the Lakers can get it done tomorrow. Laker fans, thank you. Appreciate it. Go Aztecs. Go every other team that lost tonight in the Western Conference. We'll be back coming up on Tuesday. All right, Laker fans, have a great rest of your night. Thank you.